The fine folks over at Tronsmart were kind enough to send out some more toys to play with. This is the Presto 12,000 mAh external battery charger with Qualcomm Quick Charge 3, and the Tronsmart USB 2.0 USB-C male to USB-A male sync and charging cable. I've used quite a few Tronsmart chargers in the past. In fact, the Charge Doctor thing that I use to test whether or not these batteries actually work with Quick Charge properly is a Tronsmart branded one they sent me out to test with. So let's see how this works. By the way, as I'm opening this up, I did take just a second to look it up over on Amazon. The Presto battery is currently available for about $35, and the cable is about $10. So here's the battery, little Tronsmart whether you're happy or not happy card, and interestingly enough, a relatively short USB Type-C cable with Tronsmart branding. And we immediately find out why. The battery itself has this full-size USB port on it that does Quick Charge 3, but the input port is USB Type-C. I think it's actually the first battery I've seen that has USB Type-C for input. And actually it doesn't just say input, I read that wrong. It says in-out. There you go, you can read it a little better now. In-out, and they're out Qualcomm Quick Charge 3. But here on the front, you've got your 4 LEDs, Tronsmart branding. On this side, there's a power button. You tap it, and the 3 lights come on. It would be 4 if it were fully charged, but it's not. On the back, it has more Tronsmart branding and the Qualcomm Quick Charge 3 and all the specs and everything. You can see all that there. And that's actually all there is to it. In terms of the cable, it's a cable, but it definitely never hurts to have another USB Type-C cable, so I'm not complaining. Oh, and it's not just a cable. It's all wound up here. This is a decently long, I'm talking 6 foot long, USB Type-C cable that's all braided. So that's actually really cool. It's the first time I've seen one of these that's braided. But let's go ahead and test this battery out. My HTC 10 here that does support Quick Charge 3 is completely dead. I apparently left it turned on and did not mean to. So we'll plug up the little charger tester here, plug into the phone, tap the button. And you can see over here it did turn on. Light here is lit up. It now says 5 volts at 1 amp. Well, that's pretty interesting. Apparently the included cable doesn't work with Quick Charge 3. I did a very quick test here. You can see right now it's at 5 volts at 2 amps, and that's only after I got it powered on and everything. It says charging 1%. But then I switched over to the included braided cable, but now it says charging rapidly. It still says 5 volts at, actually it was, yeah, there it goes. So now we're at about 7 volts at 2.5 amps, which is much closer to the traditional Qualcomm Quick Charge spec. So it is definitely capable of doing Qualcomm Quick Charge. It's just for whatever reason the included cable does not appear to be working with that, which is a bit odd. Although I did notice whenever I plugged in directly, just straight from the short cable into the battery, into the HTC 10, it does say charging rapidly now, so maybe it's not the cable, maybe it's something to do with going through the Tronsmart adapter. And actually looking closer at all these specs here on the back of it, the Type-C port in and out specifically mentions 5 volts at 3 amps max, so it's not going to charge super duper fast using Qualcomm Quick Charge or anything, but it should be thoroughly capable of charging your Nexus 5X and Nexus 6P devices, basically anything that goes by that USB Type-C standard instead of going by the Quick Charge standard. So I would probably say don't try to charge the HTC 10 using the USB Type-C port on this, but yeah, since I switched over, it's been consistently around 7 volts at about 2.5 amps, so it's definitely getting the job done. It is charging rapidly. And I think that's actually going to go ahead and wrap it up for today. If you're interested in picking up a decent sized battery that does Quick Charge 3 and has USB Type-C, because that's where a lot of people are moving to. 35 bucks over on Amazon. So thanks so much as usual to Tronsmart for sending this out for me to take a look at. Thanks to you guys for watching. Links to both of these products can be found down below. Leave a thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe to receive more, and we will see you again next time.